Today, this is how it looks. Make sure you grab a copy. Also remember, you have the Polls magazine that comes in handy for you every Friday. The real OGs. That is what is the headlining story inside the Standard. The Daily Nation, back down. That is a splash. Besieged, farms had challenged 20-year lease awarded to Uganda's Sarai Group. High tycoon lost vicious sugar battle cornered. That is what the sub-headline is reading. Days after President William Ruto issued a warning to farms and individuals that had sued Mumias Sugar to either withdraw the cases or face the consequences, billionaire businessman Jaswant Rai yesterday followed in the footsteps of Dubai-based Vatox Resources Inc., dropping all applications that were pending against the miller at the Court of Appeal. Just what happened? That is the abiding question, and all the answers could be on page 6, 7, and 8 of the Standard this morning. And on the sidebar there, we have ex-CS Masharia's siblings fighting for father's property. Just to read an excerpt there, it says James Masharia, one of the most powerful cabinet secretaries in the administration of former President Uhuru Kenyatta, is at the center of a vicious inheritance dispute over multi-million shilling property left behind by his father. The death of the patriarch Julius Masharia Dugire on June 9, 2017, without a will, triggered the succession court battle that has split the 7-member family. At the center of the dispute are bank accounts with an unknown amount of cash. 4 plots in Murang'a, 3 in Nairobi's Dandora, 1 in Eastleigh section 7 there, and 1 in Laikipia. And this story is tucked away on page 10 of the Daily Nation this morning. This is how it looks. Also looking on top there on the teaser, Ruto's secret card against Raila's camp. His coalition has the numbers in the house. And that story is on page 8 of this Daily Nation. No more KCP, KCSE exams in hospitals, in hospital beds. Those who fall sick to sit supplementary test. And this story continues on page 2 of the Daily Nation this morning. The Star is up next. Ruto hidden cards in talks with Raila is what he said, lighting the front page of the Star. Arsenal. Parliament to have final say on final dialogue report. Framework agreement says final talks report will be tabled in Parliament and MPs to have last say on contentious issues. You have this story on page 4 and 5 of the Star this morning. And also Mathe wa Ngara denied bail in drug trafficking case. And you can see a picture there. Nancy Endoveria Kigunzu, known as Mathe wa Ngara, with lawyers Dunstan Omari, Cliff Umbeta, and Samia Berry, after she was charged with trafficking narcotic drugs valued at 18.3 million shillings at JKA courts on Wednesday. This story continues on page 9 of the Star this morning. On the sidebar, we learned about WorldCoin through media. This is what Chiloba is disclosing here. And he was before the communications committee there. The Communications Authority of Kenya has denied any responsibility for the regulation of WorldCoin in the country. The authority said it learned about its activities through the media. The CA Director General told the MPs that this is the mandate of the Office of the Data Commissioner and not his office. You can follow the story on page 7. And Kenya ill-prepared to handle elderly HIV/AIDS patients every day. After Davis Kana takes his ARV pill, he must take more pills to control blood sugar, high blood pressure, and arthritis. The 65-year-old grandfather is a well-known HIV patient's advocate who was among the first to found a treatment lobby in Kenya. And you can follow the story on page 2 of the Star this morning. Make animal welfare part of climate talks. This is what animal welfare advocates are gagging for. And you can read the story on page 10 of the Star this morning. Remember, every Friday you have the Siasa Pull-Out magazine coming in handy for you inside the Star. Incompetence of Kenya Power poses national security threat. This is where it is training its focus this morning. And also sugar politics as well is hogging that particular Pull-Out magazine in the Star. People Daily, why high-profile graft cases fail. DPP nominee spills beans. Evidence is not always tight enough to convict the accused. And in some instances, investigators lie or not, or obtain information illegally. Candidate for prosecutor tells MPs as Aror Kimorer Dam trials put on hold even after former CS Munya is summoned to court. You can follow this story on page 2 of the People Daily this morning. and how Kenyans are coping with the high cost of living. Although cost of food has been declining thanks to bumper harvest